Hey folks, we're back, resuming the Broken Sword playthrough, and it's time for Georgie boy to go to church. And no, it's not to go to confession for stealing hand towels and toilet chains, or for many of the other little acts of petty vandalism or theft that George has committed over the course of this game. There is another reason. I don't remember this guy though. What the hell are you doing? What is he doing? I don't know what he's doing, but it looks like he's having a good time.
By the pews, energetically polishing something.
What are you polishing, mister?
Excuse me, Father. Pardon? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
What a feminine voice. Who are you, fella?
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
Hey, Michael Jackson's alive, and he's posing as a person of the cloth, a man of the cloth.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
Okay, then.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
He likes to polish his candlestick.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
Good up. Well, let's talk to him about this.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
Oh, well done. Can we talk to him about this?
Have you ever seen anything like this lens?
No, never. The glass seems subtly colored in some way.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before.
Okay, well, I think it's pointless asking him everything else, but why not?
There's grease paint on this tissue.
Oui, you are correct.
What about this cup?
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Okay, well, we might as well let this guy do
That'd be
it.
very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, polish my goblet, man. I want to be able to see my face in that thing. Right. Well, the reason I come here, I forgot about that dude over there. He seems to have 3 eyes. What's that all about? The reason we come here is because I remembered what that was for. As soon as the lens was mentioned earlier on in the game, I thought that's what the statue is for. So, is there an actual... There we are.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
Or a foot in a sock.
Hey,
Hey.
a Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
Alright, so we've got a Knight Templar burning at the stake and a date.
MCCC XIV. That's 1314.
1314. So, have we lost the? Probably say the same thing.
A Knight Templar burning at the stake.
Yeah, the same thing. I thought there might be a way to get the lens back. Seems a shame to leave an ancient lens just stuck in that thing. But I suppose it's not really worth of any value. Right, let's go and talk to this guy. Oh, sorry, I just had a bit of a
Hello again, Father.
drink in my mouth then.
Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Oh, so there we go. We've now got a nice, bright, clean chalice.
Boy, what a shine you got on this.
Merci. It is all in the wrist action.
Spoken like a true pro. Thank you, Mr. Muscle. Let's ask about
Have you
this.
seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
I doubt he'll have
Have you ever
anything.
heard of this guy?
No, monsieur. I'm afraid not. Is he a friend?
Not really. More of an acquaintance.
Well, let's ask about this.
I was in Ireland recently and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
Well, what about this?
I have here a sewer key.
Ah, oui?
I don't know why I'm showing you this.
Neither do I.
Okay, doke.
I've got a red nose.
Oui, so you have.
And there we go, that's it.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The Burning Man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens.
Oh, there you go, maybe they were wearing contact
Catch you
lenses.
later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Right, thank you, Mr. Muscle. You've helped us out. And I think it's this one that we need to look at.
No, it couldn't be. Could it?
So that is the guy that we were looking for. Let's put the cup in his hand. No?
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it, but the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something.
We'll give it a go.
Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Okay, doke. Right, well, let's put that in that. No. Right, so I think that's it for this part. Let's go talk to him. Maybe he'll be able to tell us what the Bible verses
Hello
were.
again.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Oh, maybe not.
Catch you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Alright, well, I think that's it for this. I'm thinking so, anyway. I think that's all that the church has to offer you. I think we've cracked the use of that. Like I said, I don't remember everything, and now I did recall the lens. I didn't recall the man being there, and I'd actually quite forgot about the chalice. So, right, now where to go? I don't think there's much point in going to the police station, but I'm going to go there just simply for the fact of using the phone. Rather than go all the way to... Oh, that looks like a different police officer. Doesn't look like Moo. Does he have a grey head, innit? So, yeah. Well, we can't call her. Right, we'll try and call Nicole.
Hello, Nicole Collard.
Hello? It's George.
Oh, hi.
Listen, remember the missing Spanish Templar? I found his tomb in the church at Montfaucon.
So he's dead then?
I wish you wouldn't be so sarcastic.
I was only joking, George. Your countess will be delighted.
Yeah, maybe this'll help lift the curse.
What now? Are we going to dig him up?
There's no need for that. Well, not yet.
Come over if you've got the time. You're always welcome.
I am?
You're the best friend I've got. When your head's not somewhere in the Middle Ages.
Yeah, they're getting a bit of closer. There's a relationship now. We'll go and see her because I think that may be what you got to do. She'll track down the biblical references, maybe. George did say that he had it in his memory then, but then didn't proceed to say anything about them or what they were. Now, ringing Nicole up, she's kind of like the... at times she can be like the hint... a little hint button. If you're lost, you don't know exactly what to do next. You talk to her on the phone and usually she'll give you a gentle prod in the right direction. Not always, I don't think, but sometimes.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, George.
Yes, it's a little talking sketch because he's sitting on the settee, which means...
I sold a story this morning. It won't make me journalist of the year, but I can't afford to pay the electric bill. What have you been up to?
Listen, remember the missing Spanish Templar? I found his tomb in the church at Montfaucon.
So he's dead then?
I wish you wouldn't be so sarcastic.
I was only joking, Georges. The countess...
Well, we've already been through this on the phone. You think they'd remember that?
What now? Are you going to dig up his bones?
There's no need for that. Well, not yet. What I still don't understand is the significance of the chalice.
Yes, there must be something we're missing.
So let's talk about it.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No, you found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Well, I suppose so. Right, well, let's have a look.
Take another look at the manuscript.
See if there's anything else that we can garner from it. Maybe that's why we had to come back here. Because Nicole was kind of giving us a little hint to come back here. So I'm thinking maybe that is why. What's that?
That's the face of the statue I saw at the bull's head. That's the lens I found on Klausner's body in the bull's head. That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum.
Yep.
That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn.
What's that?
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror. but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Maybe that's to do with that.
That's the clue that led me to Spain. That's the clue that led me to the bull.
Right, so we can't actually look at these, can we? So, Nicole, you've ended up being as much help as a bloody chocolate fire guard.
I'll be back.
Okay.
How about I'll go to the airport because maybe there's somewhere else to go. I thought she was giving us a little gentle persuasion to go back and talk to her and they'd figure something out. But no, back to writing her little essay or whatever she's doing. Maybe we've got to go back to Spain now and let the Countess know that we've found her old relative. Because I can't see there being anything else to do. We still can go to Montfaucon, but I don't see the point in that. Maybe not. Because we can't go there and we can't go to Marib. So we're stuck on a little bit of a dead end now. Unless there's something to do at Montfaucon, maybe. But we'll go to the museum because maybe Andre will be able to let us into anything. Because he might be a bit of a douche, but he knows his history, so maybe he'll figure something out for us. It's not much, but it's all I've got to go on at the minute.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Ah, so here we go.
Yeah. On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes. What is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta cita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Yeah, so it is. Let's see what he knows about this. Can we talk to him about the chalice? I'll do that as well.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions.
He does. Let's ask him
While
about
I was
this.
in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
Oh,
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
okay, where is
Can you
it?
tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now. A bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
Ooh, spine tingly dingly. Right, so I think he's just given us a nice pointer onto where to go now. So we're going to go see if this is on the map now. I don't think there's anything else to gain from that. That guy's pretty clueless, the security guard. mean, he didn't even know stolen tripod when he saw it. So let's see if it's on the map. If not, we did get another conversation out of it. Ah, there we go. Baphomet, so let's go there. We've got a guy covered in custard or paint. What's this? Let's go down here first. And we've got a very stern looking security guard. Let's just have a look at a few things.
The doorway was full of assorted old tea chests, cardboard boxes, and so on. All empty and all uninteresting.
What's this thing?
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
Look it up. Well, couldn't we get anything from there?
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Oh, nothing we can steal, in other words.
That guard had been put here to guard something. My guess was that the excavation was behind that door.
Yeah. We've got...
There was a telephone on the far wall.
Right, I've got a telephone. Another door.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
So I'm gathering we can go in that toilet.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door is locked, monsieur.
Look it up. Well, let's talk to this dude.
Hi?
Oui.
Oh, there's a lot to talk about. I'll tell you what.
Talk to you.
I'll come right back in the next thrilling episode of this playthrough, and we'll talk to Mr. Guard, who's guarding something, and we'll talk to the Mr. Custard Man with either paint or custard all over him. Being a workman, it's probably paint, but you never know. Anywho, I'll come back on the next video and we'll find out where this is all heading. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.